Good evening. Welcome to week 2 of our 12-week basic bridge lesson series. Tonight, we're going to learn how to respond to partners 1 no trump and 2 no trump opening bids. We have all seen this bidding chart before. It shows all the different bids that we can make from 1 club all the way down to 7 no trump. It also shows all of the contracts that we can play from 1 club down to 7 no trump. The ones in yellow right here, 3 no trump, 4 hearts, and 4 spades, are our highly desirable game level contracts. We get bonus points for playing game. 5 clubs and 5 diamonds are also game contracts, but we don't want to play those because they score fewer points and they require 11 winners. All the blue contracts are what we would call small slams. They require 12 winners. In other words, you can have 1 losing trick. And all of the 7 level contracts are called grand slams. They require all 13 tricks, no losers, but they score the highest points possible. Tonight, let's simplify this chart now. Tonight, all we're going to cover is the colored portion of this chart. 1 no trump and 2 no trump opening bids, and we're going to try to get to game level 3 no trump, small slam 6 no trump, and grand slam 7 no trump. That's tonight. Next week and the week after that, we are going to add these other gray contracts where we're going to try to get to 4 hearts and 4 spades while still opening 1 no trump and 2 no trump and get to the small slam 6 hearts 6 spades and the grand slam 7 hearts 7 spades. We're going to add those. Look at this chart here. This is pretty much what we want to do the entire course right here. These are the desired contracts we want to play. All of our bidding will be based upon trying to get to those. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. Partners opening 1 no trump bid promises 15 to 17 high card points. Notice that does not count length points. This is only aces, kings, queens, and jacks. We need 25 combined points between the 2 hands to play in 3 no trump or 4 hearts or 4 spades. Tonight we're just talking about 3 no trump. And we need 33 combined high card points to play 6 no trump or 6 hearts, 6 spades. But tonight we're only trying to get to 6 no trump. There are several different point ranges that the responder has that help get us to these desired contracts. So let's learn them now. Responders' hand point ranges. The first one is called part score. If responder has 0 to 7 high card points, game is not possible. And here is a mathematical example of that. If opener is on 17, the highest of her 15 to 17 range, we call that being on top of her range. And I, the responder, have 7, the highest in my range. 17 and 7 is 24. That's below 25. Game is just not possible, even if we're both on top. So now let's go to the next range, which is 8 to 9 high card points, and we call that the invite 3 no trump, invite game point range. If partner opener is on 15, the bottom of her range, we don't have a game. But if she's on 17, the top of her point range, game is certain. We need to bid it. The next point range goes from 10 to 15 high card points. Game is certain. In fact, I could have written out here game certain right here. Okay? Let's go over the mathematical basis for that. If opener is on bottom with her 15 points, the bottom of my point range still gets us 25. If she's on top of her point range with 17, the top of my range gets us to 32, which was 1 point less than the 33 points needed for our small slam. Needless to say, if game is from 10 to 15 high card points, then anything higher than that puts us into the slam zone. So now that we have talked about our different point ranges, let's assign the bids that we will make when we are in each of these point ranges. Let's go back to the top and start with part score. When partner opens one no trump and I, the responder, have 0 to 7 points, we know game is not possible, so what I am going to do is pass, as we show it here in red. We will therefore play a 1 no trump contract, and partner will have to try to take 7 tricks out of the 13. That means she can lose 6 tricks. If I, the responder, have 8 to 9 points, I'm in the invitational point range. I'm going to invite game, and the way I invite game is by bidding 2 no trump. She bid 1 no trump, I bid 2 no trump. She now knows I have 8 to 9 high card points. Whether we make game or not is going to be based upon how many points she's got in her hand. If she is on 15, the bottom of her point range, game is not possible, and she will always pass. So we always reject the invitation if we're on bottom with 15. If we are on top of our 1 no trump point range with 17, we always accept the invitation. And the way we do that is by opener bidding 3 no trump. So the bidding would go 1 no trump by her, 2 no trump by me, 3 no trump by her. Okay? The problem comes when she's in the middle of her 15 to 17 point range. In other words, 16 high card points. Now she has to make a choice. We will talk a little bit later about how she makes that choice. If responder has 10 to 15 high card points, game is for certain. So what I do as responder is I just bid it straight away. Partner will not bid anymore. I knew what she had, 15 to 17. I made the choice of where the contract is going to go. She will not question my choice. She will pass, and we will play 3 no trump. If I am higher than 10 to 15 points, I have slam interest, and there are several bids that we will make, and we will discuss them just a little bit later. So let's talk about some of that now. Slam, small slam, requires 33 high card points combined between the two partners. Remember that 1 no trump opener promises 15 to 17. So let's do a little arithmetic here. If the opener is on the bottom of her 15 to 17 point range, then I, the responder, need 18 points to get to 33 combined. 15 and 18 is 33. However, if she is on top of her bid with 17, I only need 16 high card points to get to 33. So now let's modify our bidding a little bit. With 8 to 9 points, she invites game by bidding 2 no trump. With 10 to 15 points, I bid 3 no trump, taking us to game. If I am on 16 or 17 points, I need to know if she's on top of her bid. So what I will do is I will invite slam with 4 no trump. Notice 2 no trump invites game, 4 no trump invites small slam. However, if I am on 18 high card points, right up here, I know that we have 6 no trump no matter where she is, whether she's on 15, 16, or 17. We always have enough to make this 6 no trump small slam. We will talk about the 5 no trump bid just a little bit later. This is an important point right here. Responder is pretty much always the captain of the ship. Why? She knows what the opener's point range is. When opener bid one no trump opening bid, responder knows she's promising 15 to 17. She adds her points to the opener's points. She will know where we need to play. She will take us there or make us go there. We have to do it that way because the opener doesn't know what our point range is. We know hers, but she doesn't know what ours is. So now let's talk a little bit about when partner opens two no trump. We know that two no trump bid promises 20 to 21 high card points and a balanced hand. We don't really need anything other than arithmetic to get us to where we need to go. If partner's two no trump open promises 20 to 21 and our game is still 25 high card points combined, it should be pretty simple to realize I need 5 points as responder if she's on the bottom and 4 points if she's on the top to get us to our 25 combined high card points, enough for 3 no trump. Since it's only 1 point wide, let's just always treat her like she's on bottom with 20, and that says I need 5 high card points to get us to game. Similarly, we need 33 combined high card points to get to the small slam 6 no trump. So if partner has 20 to 21, we're going to treat her as being on bottom for her 2 no trump bid. I will need 13 high card points to take us to slam. So I need 5 to go to game 3 no trump and 13 to go to 6 no trump slam. Time for a little practice. Partner opens 1 no trump promising 15 to 17, and here is my responder hand. How many points do I have? And what is my bid? You can pause the video if you need to. I have 13 high card points. That is within my 10 to 15 high card point game going range. So my bid is just straight away bid 3 no trump. She opened 1 no trump. I'll say 3 no trump. She will pass and we will play 3 no trump. Now let's do another one. This time partner opens 2 no trump. I have 2 different hands here. It's 2 different examples. Let's look at the first one right here. Count up your points and decide if you need to pass and play 2 no trump or bid 3 no trump game. Okay, this first example only has 4 high card points. Theoretically, if she's on the bottom, we only have 24 combined. That's not enough for game. But she could be on top with 21, and then we would have 25, which would be enough for game. But we don't know if she's on 20 or 21, so we're kind of having to make a decision right now. And here's the way I make that decision. I only have 4 high card points, this ace right here. But 10s, 9s, and 8s called good, high, intermediate cards. They're called intermediate spot cards. They take tricks way better than 4s, 3s, and 2s. So look right here. I have 3 10s, 9, 8 here, 1 10 here, 1 10, 1 9 here. I have 5 high spot cards. That ought to be worth 1 trick. With this hand, even though I only have 4 high card points, Tony is going to bid 3 no trump. Now let's look at the second example here. 4 high card points plus 1 for the jack is 5. No matter what, I've got enough to go to game. And even though all my other cards are little bitty baby cards, I don't have any good spot cards, the fact that I've got 5 high card points, I'm going to bid 3 no trump on this hand also. Okay. Back to a 1 no trump opening bid. For example, number 3. Again, we have 2 different hands here to play, or to bid. So let's look at the first one. How many points and what would you bid? I count 16 points in aces and 2 for the queen. That's 18. No matter where partner is in her 15 to 17 range, I know we have 33 combined. I am bidding 6 no trump straight away. Now, let's look at the second example. I see 16 high card points. That's not enough to get to slam. But if partner is on top of her bid, it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite slam by bidding for no trump. Look at the red hand now. This was partner's 1 no trump opening hand. Let's see. She opened 1 no trump. I bid 4 no trump. Is she going to go ahead and go to game? Excuse me, slam? Or is she going to pass and we play 4 no trump? Well, let's count her per points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Uh-oh. Partner miscounted her points and she opened 1 no trump with an 18 high card point hand. Technically, that's an incorrect bid. You won't get penalized for it, but she messed it up. So needless to say, if she opened 1 no trump with this hand and I said 4 no trump inviting slam, she's 1 point above the top of her range. You bet she's going to go to 6 no trump. Okay, we're getting more and more information now. So now we need to find a way to keep track of all that information so we don't get massively confused. This slide is called the Responders 1 No Trump Bidding Ladder. What it does is it takes all the point ranges that we might have from 0 points in our responder hand all the way up to 22 or more, which will take us to Grand Slam. All of them in this one table right here. We've already learned some of it. With 0 to 7 points, we're going to pass because game is not possible. Notice or transfer is in gray. That will be another way to bid this hand, but it was 2 lessons from now. Not next week, but the week after that. With 8 to 9 points, we invite game by bidding 2 no trump, and partner decides. She either passes and we play 2 no trump, or she bids game. If we have 10 to 15, we have game for sure. Responder just goes right ahead and bids 3 no trump, and we play there. If partner has 16 to 17, she invites opener to go to 6 no trump by bidding 4 no trump. With 18 to 19, slam is certain, so responder just bids it 6 no trump straight away. With 20 or 21 high card points, responder invites 7 no trump, and the way she does that is by bidding 5 no trump. Yes, a 5 no trump bid is stronger than a 6 no trump bid. If we bid 5 no trump, I'm inviting opener to go to 7 no trump. She has to go to 6 no trump. Even if she's on bottom, she goes to 6 no trump. But if she's on top of her bid, she goes to 7 no trump. And any responder hand that's 22 points or more just bid 7 no trump straight away. No matter where partner is in her point range, we have enough to be at 7 no trump. Notice that 3 of these point ranges are in blue. And over here, all of these numbers are 2. We have to memorize these other point ranges, but all the ones above it are 2 points wide each. You don't need to memorize those. You can just count them under the table. So now let's switch gears just a little bit and let's talk about bidding and playing a bridge hand. We keep on bidding until 3 people pass. So let's do an example of that now. South opens 1 no trump, West passes, North takes us to game with 3 no trump, and then 3 people pass. And right here is where the bidding is complete. We're playing 3 no trump. South bid the suit first, so she will be the declarer, not North. Whoever bids the suit first is the declarer. South is going to play 3 no trump. North will be dummy. Let's talk just a little bit about dummy. Dummy will lay her cards down on the table face up after the opening lead is made. She will be, and dummy does not mean dumb. Dummy is French meaning silent. She does not talk. Her partner, South, will play all of her cards for her. North just simply plays the card that South tells her to play. After the bidding is over, left-hand opponent West, who sits left from South, left-hand opponent, will make the opening lead, and then that's when North lays down the dummy. So let's do an example here. Here is the North hand. Here is the South hand. South, with 16 high card points, opens 1 no trump. West passes. North, with 15 high card points, bids 3 no trump. 3 people pass. The bidding is over. South will be the declarer playing 3 no trump. North will be the dummy and lay her cards down. West makes the opening lead of the club king. Declarer now needs to make a plan to make her 3 no trump, and she does that by answering these 4 questions shown on the slide. Question 1, how many tricks do I need to make 3 no trump? The number is 9. We take the level of our contract 3 and add 6 to it and gives us 9. If we need 9 winners, that means we can afford 4 losers. Question 2, how many winners do I have? Well, let's count up our winners right now with these 2 hands. When we're counting winners, we get to count winners in both declarer's hand, South, and dummy's hand, North. So let's look at spades. I've got ace, king, queen. I have 3 winners in spades. Let's look at hearts. I have ace, king, queen. I've got Jack 10 also, but there's no way we're going to get more than 3 winners because we only have 3 cards in each suit. So now I have 6 winners so far. Let's look at diamonds. I have the ace and the king and the queen. That's 3 more winners. I have my 9 winners right there. And then I also have the club ace, which gives me a 10th winner. So I'm going to take 10 tricks. I'm going to make what's called 1 over trick, and I'm going to get extra points for making that over trick. So how many winners do I have? 10. How can I make more? I'm not going to need to make any more. I already have more than I need. Is there anything that can go wrong here? We always need to ask that too, because surprisingly, things do go wrong, and that gets us set. If we had thought about it, we would not have gotten set, but we need to ask the question and think about it. Sadly, we seldom have enough winners to make our contract. We need to create some extra winners. When we're playing no trump hands, there are 3 ways to do this, 3 different techniques. We're going to talk about the technique called promotion tonight. Next week, we will talk about the technique called length, and the following week, we will talk about the technique called finesse. The promotion technique of generating extra winners is nothing more than knocking out their higher cards so that our lower cards become winners. Let's look at this example right here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2 in dummy, king, queen, jack 10 in declarer's hand. The ace is missing, the opponents have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to lead the king and play the 2 from dummy, and that's going to entice the opponent to cover our king with their ace and win the trick. That's what we're hoping they'll do. They might duck and take it later. So when that happens, we're going to win our king, then we're going to continue with our queen, and we'll play the 3 and toss them again. Sooner or later, they're going to have to play their ace. Once that happens, they've won that trick. Now they'll play something else. Hopefully we will win that and then get back to leading our jack, which is now a winner, and our 10, which is a winner. So with this hand right here, we can promote 3 tricks. We're going to lose 1 to the ace. Let's look at this hand here where we have 5, 4, 3, 2 in dummy, queen, jack, 10, 9 in hand. We have to knock out their ace and their king. Over here, we have to knock out ace, king, and queen, but that's going to promote one of our cards into a winner. All 4 hands that we're going to play tonight will be using the promotion technique. Okay, I'm going to change subjects just for a little bit here. We're going to play our 4 hands tonight. We do it in each lesson. Each person at your table gets to play 1 hand only, okay? That's not a particularly good method because you're going to be here for 2 hours in a lesson and only get to play 1 hand, while everybody else gets to play 1 hand also. We're going to try something new this year so that every person gets to play all 4 hands. It's done on the computer. It's a program called BridgeMaster. We find it on the bridgebase.com website. Best of all, it's free. If we go to bridgebase.com, here it is up here in our search window. Okay, this is the home page, BridgeBase Online. Right here is the BridgeMaster icon. Okay, if you click on that BridgeMaster icon, this screen right here will come up. There are 5 levels of difficulty in the hands we can play: beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert, and world class. Each level has 66 hands that you can play. A1 through A36 and B1 through B30. This right here, this cursor can move up and down right here, and you can see all the different hands. Notice level 1 beginner, the background is white. The background here is white also. If you accidentally click on the intermediate level, you will see that the background becomes green. The hands are still A1 through A36 and B1 through B30, but they are more difficult. Okay? Advanced is even more difficult. Expert, world class hands will give you nightmares. So here we are. We are going to choose right now hand A2 and play that. So if you click A2 right here, it's going to bring this up right here, the bidding screen. We're going to see, this is the bidding for the hand. We're not going to bid it. This is a play of the hand program where we're going to try to make 6 no trump on this hand, but we don't get to bid it. They tell us what the bidding is. Now, this window right here is going to be up for about 3 or 4 seconds so that you can see what the bidding would have been. All right, and we can see here that south, here's the south hand, is going to open 2 no trump, pass, north will go 6 no trump, the small slam, okay, and after 3 or 4 seconds, this is going to go away. And then this screen occurs right here, where West makes the opening lead of the spade jack. And we're now, and dummy lays this hand down right here. So let's take a minute and review the bidding of how we got to 6 no trump. The bidding said South opened 2 no trump. Well, let's count this up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 15, 18, 20, 21, and a 3, 3, 3, 4 shape. This is a perfect 2 no trump opening bid. West passes. Now let's look at north. 4, 7, 10, 12. 12 high card points. Also 3, 3, 3, 4 distribution, a balanced hand. She decided to go ahead and go to 6 no trump with 12 points. She must be thinking that South is on 21, and South is on 21. So now let's make a plan for playing 6 no trump. West has led the Jack of Spades. Question 1. In 6 no trump, how many winners do I need? 6 level contract plus 6, I need 12 winners. Question 2. How many winners do I have? Well, let's count them up. In spades, I have 3, the ace, king, queen. In hearts, I have 3, the ace, king, queen. That's 6. In diamonds, I have 3, the ace, king, queen. That's 9. I need 3 more winners. In clubs, I don't have any winners until the ace is gone. The opponents have the ace. But after that, I'm going to lose one of these cards to the ace. After that, I'm going to have 3 more winners right there. So this is a promotion technique. So what we're going to do, here's going to be the first trick that's played. We played the 2 from dummy, the 5 from east, and won the trick with the ace right here. This is what a trick looks like. We can click anywhere on the screen with the mouse and then choose what we're going to play next, okay? I'm going to leave it up to you. This is going to be the first hand that you're going to play tonight. It's hand A2 right here. After we play all of the 13 tricks, if you make the contract, in other words, you took 12 winners, you get the proverbial golden star right here. If you don't, it will tell you that you did not succeed. We can then go and press this button right here, Show Solution, and what will happen is it will bring up another window down here at the bottom and give you statements here that will describe how to play the hand correctly. This is not the only statement it's going to give you. It's going to give you 3 or 4 or 5 different statements. We can click next to go to the next statement, or you can click voice up here and it will read it to you and tell you how to play the hand. When you get through with that, we can go back and up here and play the hand again, starting over, or we can move on to the next deal, or we can come down here and select any other deal that we want to. I can't be here next Tuesday for lesson 3. The class discussed it and made a decision. We're going to delay for 1 week, so there will be no class next week, February the 18th. We'll all take a week off and come back February the 25th. In the meantime, I want you to play all 4 hands on Bridgemaster. End of the lesson.